TV's live Packers trivia. Good to see everybody in the comments section already. A bunch of regulars are here and a few new people. Good to see you all. Thanks for joining me on this Tuesday afternoon. I'm Aaron Nagler. I'm here again, all on my own, as Perry has one of those things called a vacation, I believe she called it. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that term, but I hope she's having a good time wherever she is. We're having a good time here on CheeseheadTV. For those of you who have not played before, let me give you a quick rundown of the rules. What will happen is I'll give you a question. You will see it appear there on your screen. You'll have 4 options for your answers. You need to use the hashtag. Make sure, I cannot stress this enough, you use a hashtag when giving your answers. If there are 2 words in the answer, you only need to hashtag the first word. Obviously, speed is of the essence, but you got to get it right. And the top 5 fastest answers, each question will populate our top 5, and then we'll have a leaderboard of a top 10 throughout the game. We'll check in with that periodically. And at the end of the day, we'll have a 24-hour bragging rights awarded to whoever gets the most right the fastest. Good to see everybody. Thanks so much for joining me. I think we're about ready to kick this off with the first question. Let's get her going with question number 1, which is, in 2011, the Packers went on a tear, finishing with a 15-1 regular season record. Which team handed the Packers their only loss that year? Was it the Raiders, Chiefs, Bears, or Cowboys? Who handed the Packers their only loss? 2011 campaign. Who was it, people? Oh yeah, people know this. People definitely know this. We gotta start you off with the easy ones, you know. Get you all warmed up. Get your hashtag fingers ready. Get you flying through these answers, which I see people are doing. It's all good. Oh yeah. All right, we've got a top 5, I hear. All right, here we go. Obviously, after winning 19 consecutive games, people don't remember that little tidbit. Yes, after winning 19 consecutive games, including the previous season's Super Bowl, the Packers were on the verge of a host of records when they slipped up against a struggling opponent that fired their coach the week before. The Chiefs and interim head coach Romeo Crennel beat the previously undefeated Packers 19-14. It was indeed the Chiefs. Sally, you're there, you're remote. Give me who knew what and when did they know it? Oh, Boyan G comes out of the gate smoking. Joy the Jaguar hot on his heels. Dylan Matthews, Nick Falk, Jared Craig. Good looking group of regulars there in the top 5 to start us off. But a lot of ball game left. Let's get on to question number 2. Who did Cullen Jenkins sign with in free agency after leaving the Packers? Was it the Vikings, Chargers, Eagles, or Panthers? Who did Cullen Jenkins sign with in free agency after leaving the Packers? Vikings, Chargers, Eagles, or Panthers? And don't forget the hashtag, people. Wow, people, this is a little bit all over the map, but most people, I think, know this one. It's good. Context Gaming, I see you, buddy. How you doing, man? It's been a while. I'm giving random shout-outs to people just because Perry's not here. I got no one to banter with other than Sally, who you guys can't hear, so that does us no good. Here, I'm going to take a picture of you guys while you're racing through your answers. Look at this. This is some interactive stuff going on right here, folks. There you go. Good-looking group. Good-looking group. All right, Sally, how we doing? All right. It was, of course, the Philadelphia Eagles who signed Jenkins to a 5-year, $25 million contract on July 30th, 2011. He recorded 5.5 sacks, 24 hurries, and 7 tackles for loss in his first year in Philadelphia. All right, Sally, who knew what? When did they know it? Boyan G. Oh, it's one of those days. I tell you what, guys, there are certain days when Boyan G comes to play, comes focused, like a laser ready to annihilate planets. He's like a Death Star of Packers trivia. Just come into your business and let you be destroyed. You're going to have Obi-Wan sitting on the sideline going, "Some 1,000 voices cried out in terror, were suddenly silenced. I feel something terrible has happened. Like Boyan G has come to play trivia." Something along those lines. All right, we're just going to move on to, no, we're not going to look at the leaderboard just yet. We're going to go to question number 3. How many career receiving touchdowns does Davante Adams? Uh-oh. Sally, what's that? You okay? Oh, no, you okay? We good? Oh, you hit the leaderboard. Okay, we got the leaderboard. It's all good. We see the leaderboard there. It's okay. Well, we're going to launch to question number 3 now. How many career receiving touchdowns does Davante Adams have? How many career receiving touchdowns does Davante Adams have? 35, 39, 41, or 44? How many career receiving touchdowns does Davante Adams have? 35, 39, 41, or 44? Remember to use the hashtags, people. Without the hashtag, your answer will not be registered. Andrew View, you got to hashtag the number. Hashtag the answer, not the letter. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. It's a little tougher than I thought it was going to be. I think they need to make this song part of the Lambeau experience. I mean, this needs to be played like after touchdowns or something. It's so good. All right. Let's get to the answer, shall we? After hauling in 5 touchdowns in 2019, Adams stands at 44 career touchdown receptions. That's right. 44 is the answer. Sally, who knew what? When did they know it? Peter Alba knew what was up. Context Gaming, I saw you out there. Jesse Bauman, Joseph M., Andrew View. All right, you got it eventually. You got there in time. Okay, Sally, let's look at that leaderboard now. Let's take a look. See how she's looking. Oh, Jesse Bauman announcing the presence with authority. Context Gaming jumping up to 2. I must have talked up Boyan G too much because now completely dropped off the board because he didn't get that one right. Alexander, what's up? Andrew, Joseph, I like it. Look at this. Good-looking group. Sly, what's up at number 10? I see you, buddy. All right. Going to move on to the next question. Packers QB coach and passing game coordinator Luke Getsy spent 2018 with which college football program? Remember, he was on Mike McCarthy's staff, left for a year, and then came back last year with Matt LaFleur. Packers QB coach and passing game coordinator Luke Getsy spent 2018 with which college football program? Mississippi State, Colorado, Texas A&M, or Florida State? Got to use those hashtags, people. Make sure you spell it right if you're using Mississippi. This is your old elementary school education coming into play here. MISSI, people. Use that hashtag. Colorado, Texas, or Florida? Mississippi State, Colorado, Texas A&M, or Florida State? Where did he go? Remember, if it's 2 words, you just need to hashtag the first word. Don't combine them, or it won't register. Boyan G, yeah, it's a lot of letters. Just keeping it on your toes, buddy. All right. Let's get to the answer. Getsy returned to the Packers last season after spending the 2018 season as the offensive coordinator, wide receivers coach for Mississippi State. In 2019, he helped QB Aaron Rodgers earn his 8th career Pro Bowl selection after registering his 7th season with 4,000-plus passing yards, 25-plus passing TDs, and 10 or fewer interceptions, the most by an NFL player since 1920, which is insanity. All right, who knew what? When do they know it, Sally? Dylan Matthews, what's up? Glenn Bard, Boyan G, Nick Falk, Brenton, I see you, man. I see you. You ready to do it? You ready to do the do? What's that do to our leaderboard, Sally? How's she looking? Oh, Jesse Bauman still in control. Marcus, Boyan G at 3. Boyan's back in the tie. There we go. That's what I like to see. Dylan Matthews, Brenton at 5. We got some dominators here, man. Some perennial dominators. up in this top 5. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, next question. Who is the Packers' current chief operating officer? Is it Paul Baniel, Jason Wallers, Ed Policy, or Patricia Scott? Paul, Jason, Ed, or Patricia. Use those hashtags, people. Don't forget the hashtags. Got to have them in there. Just need the hashtag of the first name. Paul Baniel, Jason Wallers, Ed Policy, or Patricia Scott. Who is the Packers' current chief operating officer? Yeah. I mean, this should be an easy one, but I know not everyone's a complete, humongous, ridiculous Packers executive committee nerd like myself. Although it does appear that most of you know what the answer is, which is good. Oh, sounds like we got some results, people. Results, that's what I'm talking about. Ed Policy is in his second year as the Green Bay Packers Chief Operating Officer and General Counsel, a position he was promoted to January 17th, 2018, after serving 6 years as the organization's Vice President and General Counsel, and, I might add, is the heir apparent to Mark Murphy when Murphy is forced to retire in about 5 years, or maybe 6 years, something like that. All right, Sally, who knew what? When did they know it? Sebastian Fitz has joined the game. What's up, Sebastian, at number 1? Context Gaming, Allison Martin, Marcus, and Shawnee Boy. Welcome to everyone in the top 5 there. I'm not going to... Sally, no leaderboard this time. Let's just keep marching on. Let's get to the next question. Lane Taylor is known for what off-the-field activity, especially via his Instagram account? Biking, grilling, bird watching, or gaming? Lane Taylor is known for what off-the-field activity? Biking, grilling, bird watching, or gaming? That's right, social media nerds. I threw one in there for you. And I will say, regardless of what the answer is, Lane is a phenomenal follow on social, regardless of his off-field activities. And a good guy, to boot. Just in general. Oh, listen to that. The trumpet wail, man. It's good. So good. We got to get this played at Lambeau. That has got to happen. Big B, yes, you definitely qualify as a social media nerd. There is zero question of that. Okay, of course, the answer is Taylor is an avid grill master. Grilling is the thing he is most known for, and following him on Instagram is guaranteed to make your mouth water. I tell no lies there. All right, Sally, who knew what? When do they know it? Allison Martin knows what's Allison Arden. Lane Taylor follower, obviously. Nick Falk, Big B, Joey the Jaguar, and Jared Gregg. Look at that. That's a good-looking group. All right, what does that do to our top 10? What's that leaderboard look like? Jesse Bauman holding firm. May not have been in the top 5, but getting the right answers, and that's all that counts. Marcus, Alexandros, Sly Oopa in the top 5. Look at that. Boyan G hanging around at 5, ready to strike. I like it. Brenton at 6. I see you. Bubba Sports Mania, what's going on? Good to see you on the top 10. Big B hanging around at 10 like, yo, I am one away. All I got to do is stick around, and I can make my move at the end. I see you, Big B. I see what you're doing. I know how you roll. It's good. It's good. All right, next question. As it stands right now, as of this moment, Tuesday afternoon, the Packers will only play one preseason game at home. Who is the opponent? Cardinals, Giants, Chiefs, or Browns? Don't forget the hashtag. Cardinals, Giants, Chiefs, or Browns? Who, as it stands right now, are the Packers slated to face at home in their only preseason contest in 2020? Who's it supposed to be? I mean, this could be the player's intro. Like, forget playing the music. Forget the Beastie Boys. Forget all that. Just play this when they come out of the tunnel. That would be amazing. It would be amazing. All right. The Packers are currently scheduled to play the Browns in Lambeau Field on Saturday, August 22nd. But we'll see. The NFL has put the kibosh on the other home preseason game, which was slated to be against the Cardinals. The first and fourth preseason games have been canceled. Those are the first game against the Cardinals, the last game against, I believe, the Chiefs. The only game slated to be played in the preseason in Lambeau is against the Cleveland Browns on August 22nd. All right. Who knew what? When do they know it, Sally? Give it to me. Dylan Matthews knows what's up. He's a big Browns guy. Kenny Erickson, Glenn Bard, Boyan G, Context Gaming. Good to see you in the top 5. What's that do to our leaderboard with only a few more questions to go? What's it looking like, Sally? Slay takes the lead. Boyan G up to 2. Jesse Bauman down to 4. It seems that every day there is some big shakeup around question 6 or 7. Happens every time. You cannot discount it. You can only wait for it. It's a seismic event. Here we go. Coming down the stretch. Big B jumps to 7. I told you he was hanging out at 10. He's like, I'm just waiting. Here he comes. He's making his move. Context Gaming at 6. Look at this leaderboard, people. That's what I'm talking about.
Now the fun begins.
All right. Only a few more questions to go. 3 more questions. Here we go. Who did Cliff Crystal rank number 1 in his recent blog post about the greatest Packers offensive players since 1950? Was it Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, Paul Hornung, or Bart Starr? Who did Cliff Crystal rank as number 1 in his greatest Packers offensive players since 1950? Aaron, Brett, Paul, or Bart? Use those hashtags, people. Oh, look at all the people with all the answers. Kind of all over the map, actually. I was a little more all over the map than I thought it would be. So good. I mean, just imagine, you know. And now, your starting quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. This music's playing. That'd be so good. All right, Sally, how we doing? Oh boy, I lost Sally. There it is. All right. Cliff ranked Favre at number 1, writing, with all the emphasis on numbers today, name me a statistic more important than consecutive games played. Favre's streak of 255 puts him in a class by himself among all Packers in the team's 101-year history. And I know a lot of youngsters are going to quibble with Cliff's placing Favre at number 1, but guess what, kids? You're wrong. All right. Who knew what? When did they know it? Give it to me, Sally. Dylan Matthews. He knew what was up. Brett Boyd, Glenn Bard, Jared Gregg, and Alexandros Panang. Hardy, ardent readers of Packers.com, each and every one of them. All right, what's that leaderboard look like with 2 questions to go? Sally, give it to me. Glenn Bard at number 1. Look at this. Cats and dogs living together. Mass hysteria. Sly all the way down to number 6. Alexandros hops to number 3. Jesse Bauman close to number 1 again after dominating early on, then slipped up, and now he's back to number 2. Old-timer Dave at 4. Look at you, buddy. And Nick Simmons at 5. A sneaky play. Marcus all the way down to 10. Bubba's Sports Mania at 9. I like it. Boyan G. Buddy, what's going on? All right, 2 more questions to go. Let's hit it. John Kuhn signed as an undrafted free agent with which team? The Eagles, Patriots, Steelers, or 49ers? John Kuhn signed as an undrafted free agent with which team? The Eagles, Patriots, Steelers, or 49ers? Who was it, folks? Because I know we all think of him as a lifelong Packer, but he did start his career somewhere else. Kuhn signed as an undrafted free agent with which team? The Eagles, Patriots, Steelers, or 49ers? I got to give a shout out. Got to give a shout out to my boy. Because I don't know if he'll make the top 5 or the top 10 or whatever, but I cannot let an episode pass when this man shows up. This gentleman shows up, and I don't give him a shout out. So shout out to George Butters. Thank you for showing up, buddy. Love that you're here. Keep it up. All right. The answer, of course, is Kuhn was signed by the Steelers as an undrafted free agent on April 29th, 2005. He was released prior to that season, but on November 30th was assigned to the team's practice squad for the final 5 games. He actually won a Super Bowl ring as a member of the Steelers after their win over the Seahawks. Then in 2007, Kuhn was signed to the Packers' active roster on September 2nd, a day after being released by the Steelers, and then he became a Packers legend. Obviously finished up his career with the Saints, now is a beloved media member. John Kuhn, the man, the myth, the legend, began as a member of the Steelers. Okay, Sally, who knew what? When did they know it? Boy on G knew what was up. Shawnee Boy, Brett Boy, Context Gaming, Dave! Good to see you in the top 5. How you doing, buddy? All right. One more question to go. What's that leaderboard look like, Sally? Oh, wait! Not question number 10. We need the leaderboard. Sally! You're killing me, Sally! Sally, you're killing me! Give me the leaderboard. Give me the leaderboard. There we go. Glenn Bard, Jesse Bauman, Alexandros, Old Timer Dave, Nick Simmons, sneaky play. Sly, I see you at 6. All right. Bubba's hanging on at 10. Context Gaming at 9. Boy on G, what is going on? All right. Final question. What position did Matt LaFleur coach as a member of the Atlanta Falcons? Running back, quarterback, tight end, or wide receiver? You just need to hashtag the 2 letters. RB, QB, TE, or WR. Hashtag those positions, people. What position did Matt LaFleur coach as a member of the Atlanta Falcons? Boy, well, that was a fail. Come on, buddy. Chin up. You doing all right? You doing all right? Oh, boy. Big Daddy Cool Breeze knows what's up. Nick, thank you for taking that in the correct manner. All right. LaFleur tutored quarterback Matt Ryan as a quarterback's coach, as he set single-season franchise marks for passing yards, completion percentage, and TD passes, along with an average of 9.26 yards per attempt that ranked number 1 in league history among quarterbacks with 500-plus attempts. He was also NFL Most Valuable Player and Offensive Player of the Year by the AP. Pretty damn impressive under Coach Matt LaFleur. Okay, Sally, who knew what? When did they know it? Mark Pearson, coming out of the shadows, saying, "What's up? I know this." Boy on G, Big B, Dylan Matthews, and Jared Gregg. All right, here it is. For all the bragging rights for 24 hours here on CheeseheadTV, give us your final leaderboard, Sally. What's it look like? Glenn Bard! Look at that! I don't know, just Cinderella story. Jesse Bauman, Old Timer Dave, Boy on G, all the way up to 4 in the end, and Dylan Matthews, Marcus, Jared, Bubba Sports Mania, Big B, and Alexandros pulling up at 10. Great looking group. Fantastic job, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I'll be back tomorrow. More Cheesehead TV live Packers trivia. Please tell your friends, tell your family. Cheesehead TV, we are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Go Pack, go. Have a great night.